Good morning, fifth grader. Today's NTI lesson is for April 27th. We have mathematics, learning target notes. Learning target, I can classify shapes based on their properties. What is volume? Volume is the measure of the amount of space inside of a solid figure, like a cube, ball, cylinder, or pyramid. Its units are always cubic, that is, the number of little element cubes that fit inside the figure. Essentially, calculating the volume is determining the number of cubic units will fill a larger rectangular prism. Let's start with this box. How many cubes? We have 2 centimeters, 6 centimeters, and 3 centimeters. How many 1 centimeter cubes can this box hold? Find the measurements of another box that holds the same as the box pictured above. Record your new measurements in the provided space below. How many centimeters long, how many centimeters wide, and how many centimeters high? Explain how you calculated your answer for number 2. Here's another scenario. Mr. Elliott fills box A and box B with 1 centimeter cubes. We have 5 centimeters, 3 centimeters, and 2 centimeters. We have 6 centimeters, 2 centimeters, and 2 centimeters. So question 1, how many 1 centimeter cubes can Mr. Elliott fit into box A? Number 2, explain how you calculated your answer for number 1. Number 3, how many 1 centimeter cubes can Mr. Elliott fit into box B? What is another way to calculate the numbers 1 and 3? Mathematics. Learning target assessment. Daily learning target. I can identify volume as the measurement of the space inside a solid three-dimensional figure. Question 1. Hagen is hoping to use cubes like the one below to measure the volume of a shoebox. Which description below is a reasonable size for the cube? A. 1 cubic meter, B. 1 cubic yard, C. 1 cubic inch, or D. 1 cubic mile? Question 2. The length of each side of this cube is 1 unit. What is the volume of this cube? A. 3 unit, 4, or B. 4 units, C. 2 units, or D. 1 unit? Taylor's teacher gave her centimeter cubes and asked her to build the solid below with no gaps or overlaps. Count the number of cubes Taylor used and tell what the total volume is. Is it A. 44 cubes, B. 12 cubes, C. 48 cubes, or D. 24 cubes? Reading, practice notes and activity. Learning target. I can use resources, print or digital, to solve problems. Lesson, using multiple sources or passages can help us solve problems. Let's use a couple different sources to solve the following problem. The problem. You are concerned about the environment and want to know what can be done to help make sure future generations will enjoy Earth. As shown below, the highlighted parts of the text show a solution to the problem in helping the environment. Source A. Energy's bright future. It is no secret that our world battles many big energy problems. We use natural resources such as coal and oil at an alarming rate. Now we must think, and think hard, about alternative forms of energy. One mighty source of energy is the sun. Solar energy requires no sacrifice. All it requires is solar panels, placed on rooftops or in fields, which turn sunlight into energy. Your day-to-day life will be the same, but Earth will be forever changed. Why? Solar energy does not exude dangerous pollution like coal, oil, or natural gas. Solar energy does not hurt Earth. Future generations depend on us to harness alternative energy. Instead of consuming oil, coal, and gas, Let's consider the days to come. Let's consume the never-ending energy that pours forth from our sun. It's time to leave fossil fuels in the past. The sun shines brightly in our future. As shown below, the highlighted parts of the text show a solution to the problem in helping the environment. Source B, environmental action. Are you at all concerned about the state of the environment? Did you know you have an impact, and it's up to you to make it positive or negative? Understanding the impact people have on their environment is the first step toward saving it. You don't have to wander very far to see the effects we have on the world around us. Water pollution, air pollution, and deforestation are affecting the earth every day. These are big problems, but even the little decisions people make each day have an effect. For example, a simple picnic at the beach can cause complex problems. What if you don't throw away your trash and instead leave it behind? Did you know that animals can ingest it or get tangled in it? A small piece of trash can have a big impact. But all is not lost. There is still much that we can do to save the environment. And that is why I urge you today to think about the effects your actions have on the environment. The next time you take a walk and see garbage, pick it up. Throw it away. It's all up to us. We can start today. Based on the highlighted sections above, we can reach the following solution. Solution to the problem. To make sure future generations will be able to enjoy Earth, we can seek out an alternative energy such as solar energy. We can also throw away our trash or pick up the trash we find when we are out walking. The problem. You want to earn extra money to purchase a special gift. Source A. Everyone needs money, even kids. Some kids get allowances, and some enterprising kids work to earn extra money. They have paper routes or run lemonade stands. They shovel snow or mow grass. They babysit or pet sit. You may do these things yourself, but some kids have jobs that are special. They are dream jobs. These jobs are hard to get. They are so good that you might do them for free. If you love baseball, your dream job might be working as a bat boy or girl. If you love performing, your dream job might be working as an actor. Why are dream jobs so hard to get? To begin with, there aren't many of these jobs, and there are many children who want them. Laws also limit when, where, and how many hours children can work. That's good. In the 1800s, kids often worked instead of going to school, and those kids had hard lives. Laws make sure that can't happen now. Source B. There are a number of jobs out there for kids of all ages. Dog walking, lawn mowing, babysitting, and washing cars are just a few ideas. Whatever job you pick, make sure it involves something you like doing. If you enjoy what you are doing, you will have more fun and spend more time working and earning money. If you are starting a new business, remember to keep it simple. Sometimes kids come up with large, involved plans to make money, and the responsibilities and time commitment become too much. You don't want to give up on a good opportunity just because you made the work too hard for yourself. In order to make money, you need to provide goods or services that you know people will want. Ask your neighbors what kinds of tasks they might need help with. Learn what kinds of businesses are successful in other places and start one in your neighborhood. It can be fun and easy to take your talents and interests and turn them into some extra cash. Don't be afraid to start a business doing something you love. You just might have a successful business one day. Question 1. Using source A and B, how many kids solve the problem to earning extra cash money to purchase a special gift? Start a new business. Ask your neighbor for money. Laws make sure this can't happen. Or kids should play games instead. Question 2. Using source B, which of the following is not a solution to the problem? Mark only one oval. Dog walking, lawn mowing, baseball camps, car wash. Reading exit slip. Spinning thunderstorms. This article is provided courtesy of the American Museum of Natural History. On a spring night in 2007, disaster struck a small town in Kansas called Greensburg. Shortly before 10 p.m., a siren went off. A mile-wide tornado was approaching Greensburg. And it wasn't just any tornado. It was a Category EF5, the most powerful kind there is. Its winds were estimated to be more than 200 miles per hour. In less than 10 minutes, the town was destroyed and 10 people lost their lives. When the fury had passed, people clambered through the rubble. Cars and trucks had been thrown about. Houses were crushed or simply ripped from the ground. "I'm in downtown Greensburg. There's really nothing left," said one resident. How do tornadoes form? A tornado is a swirling, funnel-shaped column of wind that gets its start from a thunderstorm. Thunderclouds form when warm, wet air collides with cool, dry air. Then strong winds form into a wide tube of spinning air. When the tube touches the ground, it becomes a tornado. Kansans are used to tornadoes. The people of Greensburg live smack in the middle of Tornado Alley, an area that spans 8 states in the central United States. This region is a perfect thunderstorm factory. It is just what storms need to get started: cool, dry air from the Arctic mixing with warm, humid air from the Gulf of Mexico. Above the flat Great Plains, far from mountains and coastal weather, thunderstorms can form undisturbed. These conditions spawn more than 600 tornadoes on average in Tornado Alley every year. How do scientists predict dangerous storms? Meteorologists are scientists who study and forecast weather. They use a technology called radar to track storms. Weather radar works by detecting the precipitation, which is rain, snow, or hail, in approaching storms. The radar unit sends out a radio wave towards them. The radio wave bounces off the raindrops, hail, or snow that is in the storm, and then returns to the radar unit. The amount of time it takes for the waves to return tells meteorologists how far away the storm is. Most radar units send out about 1,000 radio waves per second. This gives them detailed, up-to-the-minute information about the storm. Using radar, forecasters can track the formation and path of severe storms like tornadoes. When a tornado takes shape, its winds blow raindrops in a circular pattern. When scientists see that pattern on a radar screen, they know that a tornado is developing. Although tornadoes have fast swirling winds, tornadoes themselves move relatively slowly across the land, about 18 to 30 miles per hour, so scientists can make a reasonable forecast about where they are headed. A system of tornado watches and warnings are used to alert the public to danger. A tornado watch means thunderstorm conditions exist that could spawn tornadoes. A warning means a tornado has touched ground and has been spotted. Question 1. What is the name for the area in the United States that gets hit hardest by tornadoes? Mark only one oval. Is it Nocturne Alley, Tornado Alley, Cyclone Alley, or Oz? Question 2. How do meteorologists track tornadoes? Mark only one oval. They watch the weather station. They measure rainfall. They watch the clouds, or they use a radar. Question 3. What is the difference between a tornado watch and a tornado warning? Mark only one oval. A watch means a tornado has been spotted, and a warning means that there is one headed towards your house. Option 2. A watch means a tornado could happen because of the current weather conditions, and a warning means a tornado has been seen. Number 3. A watch means rainstorm clouds have been seen, and a warning means a thunderstorm has arrived. And your last choice is a watch means a tornado has been seen, and a warning means a tornado could happen because of the current weather conditions. Writing lesson overview. Learning target. I can write an opinion piece on a topic, supporting my point of view with reasons and evidence. Weekly learning plan. This week we'll focus on opinion writing. This is your opportunity to practice the power of using your thoughts to effectively communicate your opinion. In order to allow you to work on the different elements of a complete writing piece, each day has its own focus. By Thursday, you will have a completed opinion piece and be ready to try one in one sitting on Friday. This week you will, on Monday, read the prompt and create a plan using a graphic organizer, Foursquare. This is your chance to brainstorm ideas and design the flow of your piece. Tuesday, write the introduction. Be sure to grab your reader's attention with a great hook and state the purpose of your writing piece. Wednesday, Thursday, write the body of your piece. Using strong supporting details such as examples, explanations, and experiences, make your plan come alive in your piece. On Friday, write your conclusion. This is your chance to bring all of your thoughts to an end and leave the reader thinking. Writing the prompt. Learning target. I can write an opinion piece on a topic, supporting my point of view with reasons and evidence. Using the opinion prompt and your Foursquare organizer that you use to analyze your prompt, create a plan. For your writing piece, make sure to tie your details together in this paragraph. Writing situation. At lunch each day, students are made to sit at a table with only children from their homeroom. Many children want to be able to sit at other tables with friends. Writing directions. Write an email to the principal, presenting your opinion on whether or not children should be allowed to sit with friends at different tables in the cafeteria. Use facts and details to support your opinion. Pre-writing. Social Studies, Lesson Notes and Practice. Directions. Read through the following documents to answer the essential questions. What was westward expansion? Westward expansion was the time in United States history when Americans began pushing the current boundaries of the country further west toward the Pacific Ocean. Early settlers, known as pioneers, began creating roads, farms, and towns in the West. Westward expansion lasted from the late 1700s until the late 1800s. More land. The Louisiana Purchase. Jefferson's Curiosity. In 1801, Thomas Jefferson had been elected as the third president of the United States. He had heard the amazing accounts of pioneers like Daniel Boone, who had traveled west and pushed the boundaries of the frontier. Jefferson himself had always been curious of the land in the West and was hopeful to learn more about who lived there and what the land was like. He also wondered if there would ever be a water route found that would lead across the country to the Pacific Ocean. All of these wonderings pushed Jefferson to increase the land owned by the United States. A deal with France. As pioneers continued to move west, they created settlements and trade routes along the Mississippi River. They used the river to ship products like crops and animals to a port in New Orleans. From there, the products could be sold and shipped to other cities and even Europe. By the end of the 1700s, Spain had claimed land west of the Mississippi River known as the Louisiana Territory. In the fall of 1802, Spain briefly closed the port of New Orleans to American trade. This stopped pioneers' products from leaving the port. Although Spain reopened the port a few months later, it concerned President Jefferson. He wanted to make sure that the port would always be open to American trade and was convinced that the U.S. should purchase the port. In 1803, France had taken control of the Louisiana Territory, so Jefferson sent an American named James Monroe to France to work out a deal. At first, the leader of France, Napoleon, did not want to sell the land. He wanted to settle the Louisiana Territory with French settlers. However, France was in need of a lot of money to fight a war of their own against Britain. Napoleon made an even bigger offer. He would not just sell the port to the United States, but the entire Louisiana Territory. The Price tag, $15 million. Monroe agreed to the deal with France, and in 1803, the Louisiana Territory became part of the United States. Double in size. With the Louisiana Purchase, the size of the United States doubled in size. The U.S. expanded their borders all the way to the Rocky Mountains. President Jefferson had taken a large step toward his goal of expanding the nation in the West. Now he needed to explore his new land. Practice activity, Lesson 2. The Louisiana Purchase and Expeditions of Lewis and Clark. Learning target. I can explain what the Louisiana Purchase was. I can describe it's hard for me to read. Something and results of the Lewis and Clark expeditions. Goals and results. So, how did the U.S. gain new land known as the Louisiana Territory? Type your answer in this box. After the U.S. had purchased the Louisiana Territory, President Jefferson was in need of people who would go out and blank. He chose an Army captain, blank, to lead the expedition. Lewis invited his fellow Army captain, blank, to join him. Goals of the expedition. Search for a blank to the Pacific Ocean, to blank with Native Americans in the area, and learn about the blank, comma, and blank in the area. Results of the expedition. They, blank, find a direct water route to the Pacific Ocean, blank of plants and animals found, and blank a large portion of the land. Journal question. What do you think would have been the most challenging part of exploring the Louisiana Territory? Type your answer here. Learning target self-reflection. I can explain what the Louisiana Purchase was. I can describe the goals and results of the Lewis and Clark expedition. Place a check mark below to show your understanding of today's topic. I got it, almost there, or I need help. I gave myself this rating because, and tell me why. Social Studies Learning Target Assessment. I can describe how the physical environment, mountains as barriers for protection, rivers as promoters of transportation, etc., both promoted and restricted human activities during the early settlement of the U.S. Number 1, how did the U.S. gain the new land known as the Louisiana Purchase? A, they purchased the land from France. B, they stole the land. C, it already belonged to the U.S. Or D, they purchased the land from Spain. Number 2, the goals of the Lewis and Clark expedition were all but which of the following? A, to search for a water route to the Pacific Ocean. B, to establish relationships with Native Americans in the area. C, to buy more land. Or D, to learn about the soil, plants, and animals in the area. Number 3, the Louisiana Purchase was a huge deal for the United States because it, A, made the U.S. rich. B, it doubled the land that the U.S. owned. C, it started a war with France. Or D, was how Hawaii and Alaska were purchased. Number 4, one negative result of the Lewis and Clark expedition was A, they were able to map out the land. B, they were able to record details of the plants and animals in the area. C, they did not find a direct route to the Pacific Ocean. Or D, they built relationships with Native Americans in the area. Spanish. This assignment is a weekly project. This is 5th grade Spanish for April 27th through May 1st. Not all classes have Spanish. I believe Mr. Elliott's homeroom does not have Spanish. The directions are to number 1, choose a country. If you have internet access, you can choose any Spanish-speaking country to research and record your answers on paper. If not, use the information attached. Number 2, Fill in all of the information on the following pages. So, what country did you choose? And the city. You're going to talk about the weather, the kinds of foods and pictures and main ingredients. List 3 places of interest and what you want to do there. Location of Spanish-speaking country, capital and map of country, colors of flag, the flag represents. The national flower of the blank is the blank. Pictures. The national animal of blank is the blank. Sports. Popular sports in blank are. Fun facts. Famous people. Name of famous people and what are they famous for? And some pictures. Interesting facts. Add at least 3 interesting facts you learned while researching. Examples like the national anthem, you can include a video. A national dance, you can add pictures or video. Make sure